everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Artemis, and today we are playing Slay the Princess, the Pristine Cut. I was really interested in this game. I don't know why, because I don't like horror games, okay? I don't like being scared, but I am willing to make an exception for this game. The art is gorgeous. Okay, let's just get that out of the way. But yes, let's get straight into it. I don't want to waste any time. I know this game has a lot of achievements, so if this does well and I enjoy this game, we might do 100% run, trying to get all the achievements in the game. But anyway, with that said, let's get right into it. Don't forget to like the video and perhaps sub if you enjoy my vibe. And if you don't like the video, at least watch it first, buddy. Anyway, let's get right into it. Okay. Ah! Bro, we haven't even started the game. I've just been on the screen. Great. Okay, let's just start. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. Okay.
Explore the end of the world? What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some sort of reward for this? Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet. I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution! Silently continue to the cabin, turn around and leave. I want more information. Let's question the narrator. Have you ever considered that maybe the reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
Okay, let's hear what you gotta say.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
But why? Tell me why.
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
I can ask more questions. That's great. Okay, have you ever considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
You don't know me, buddy.
I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
Maybe I am. Okay, let's see. Do I get some sort of reward for doing this?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
You're not telling me any questions. Any answers. Can't someone else do this?
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off. I don't make the rules. I wish I did, but I don't.
Okay. Can you tell me what my prize is going to be for doing a good job?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Okay. Let's see. Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
The end of the world, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
What happens to her at the end? Does she die too? But how can a princess locked away in a basement end the world?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here.
I have to
Just
linger.
get in there and
That's
do
all I
what
do.
needs to be done.
All I do is
We're
linger.
all counting on you.
Okay. Look, I'll go into the cabin and I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face. That's a good answer. Forget it, I'm not doing this. Okay, do you have evidence to back this up?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task?
Because you put me here.
You've made it this far,
What if I
you
was
might as
drugged?
well reach the end of your journey.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. Look, I'll go into the cabin and talk to her.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
Okay.
Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
Let's go.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Is the narrator the voice of the hero?
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
He sounds similar. Proceed to the cabin. It's my only option. Okay. I don't trust the narrator. Even
The
though they sound
interior of the
similar.
cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Enter the basement and take the blade first. Okay. I'm gonna take the blade first, just in case.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
He's really trying
Her
to push
voice
for it.
carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hi, just checking in on you. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you. Continue down the stairs. Let's just say nothing.
Good.
And continue this.
You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
What? No way. Why would you even think that? Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you. Nuh-uh. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. Still your nerves and step forward. I haven't decided yet. Actually, I'm just here to talk.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat?
I don't like that. I don't like that.
She makes a
Susan.
compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat.
I don't know that, though.
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
I'm not gonna drop it. That's how they get you. I'm gonna try to talk to her without dropping my guard.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Not her taunting me.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late.
What if I just kill
End
her?
this.
I don't like the way she's talking to me. What if she isn't bluffing? What if she kills us? Are you sure she's not armed? I'm sorry. Can we just talk? I'm not dropping the blade. Drop the blade or just slay the princess. I feel like any of this is showing that I'm scared. I'm not dropping the blade. I'm just gonna say that.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Okay. Squint at the princess while holding onto the blade. Fine then, I guess we're just at an impasse. What is that supposed to do? I'll squint at
You
her.
stare at the princess, squinting. She squints back. The two of you are gonna do this forever, aren't you?
Let's squint even harder.
You squint even harder. So does she. At least nobody's dying right now. You're going to have to make a choice. You can't keep squinting forever. Eventually, someone is going to have to blink.
Drop the blade or slay the princess. I don't want to drop the blade. I don't, but I don't want to kill her either.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run
I
her
knew
through.
it!
A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
I knew it.
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured.
Whew.
Holy shit, that hurt! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can
is
still
she
turn this
doing?
around.
Give up, finish the job, flee, and lock her in the basement. No, I'm not doing that. We're just gonna finish it.
You and the
Started it,
princess stare
just
at
gonna
each
finish
other,
it.
both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now.
Oh, my knife is now...
Can you not feel all those
bloody, my
ruptured
cursor.
organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
R.I.P. me,
Oh.
R.I.P. princess.
The two of you fall to the floor.
See, now I'm curious as to
This
what would happen if
was
we had
fun.
just killed her.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
No.
But you
not
don't
at
have
all.
time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark.
And you die.
die.
Okay, great. Chapter 2, the adversary.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a
Wait.
cabin. And in
What?
the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
What? Okay, so the character is just as confused as I am. I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, hasn't this already happened? Okay, no, but I died. What am I doing here? She's going to kill me again, but I already slew the princess. Sure, she also killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here again? I'm curious.
I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time.
Liar.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that matters is
We said
marching up to that
seven.
cabin and winning. That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill.
I don't trust you. Let's assume I'm telling the truth, and all of this really did happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened.
Okay, this is history. I'm gonna save right here.
We did our best with the information we were given, and we did kill her. And yet you still died, didn't you? So congratulations, you've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
They did not. Well, actually, they did. I died.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We killed the princess killed us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
That's a good question. I guess we can
Ugh.
find out soon.
Enough with the talking. We've got a fight to win. Nothing else matters.
This
I couldn't agree
narrator
more.
is very...
The cabin and your destined confrontation with the princess awaits.
Let's talk about
Just
this
be quick
princess.
about it.
Okay, we killed each other last time around. How can I make sure that doesn't happen again? All she did the last time around was beat me to death. How could someone like that end the world? To quote you from last time around, she's just a princess. Why was she strong enough to beat me to death with her bare hands? Who locked her in that basement? What is this place? Okay, let's ask why she was able to beat me with her bare hands.
She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin, and you'll be fine.
No. No. What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what
What
this place
people?
is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things. Oh, this is maddening. Why do you keep asking questions?
Because I can.
There's nothing wrong with getting the full picture of what's going on here. Sure there is. It's wasting time and energy that would be better spent fighting.
Okay. We killed each other last. Okay, how can I make that happen? If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me? You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me? Yes.
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. What else would we even need to know? We've got all the reason we need for a rematch. Exactly. The less you know about her, the better.
Isn't it the other way around so I can defend myself? Let's ask, why didn't the people slay her?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are. Oh, I didn't know we were special. Yeah, I like the sound of that.
Of course you do.
Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
He's just buttering me up. Okay, we killed each other last time around. How can I make sure that doesn't happen again?
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't
is
talk
true.
to
I
her,
did not
don't
listen.
trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
Okay, that's all.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Proceed to the cabin, turn around and leave. We're gonna do that eventually for sure. Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
Are you sure about that?
The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear?
Don't trust her ever.
Crystal, let's just get on with it already.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would
Different
suggest.
now.
Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
See? Even the cabin has the right idea. Let's get moving.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay, well... Okay, wait, I have more questions I can ask. You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. This whole cabin is different than last time. Approach the mirror, take the blade, or just enter the basement. You didn't say
That's
anything
because
about the
there
mirror.
isn't a mirror.
I'm looking
There's the
right at
altar,
it.
the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
Am I gonna get jump scared if I look in the
You
mirror?
already wasted so much time in the woods. Who even cares if there's a mirror?
I care. I care about whether I'm being lied to. I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am. You're right, it doesn't matter. Remain silent, approach the mirror.
I
That's
care
how
less
handsome
about
I am.
that and more about whether we're being lied to. If he's willing to lie about something as innocuous as a mirror, what else is he hiding from us?
You're right.
I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
Approach the mirror, take the blade into the basement, or this is a whole different cabin than last time.
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. The world is depending on you.
Let's go to the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see.
That's a
here.
mirror.
This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward
What
and
are
rub
my
your
hands?
hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago.
My hands.
Now it's gone, so all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting.
Take the blade into the basement. Let's take
You
this
take
time.
the
I'm just
blade
gonna
from
kill
the
her.
altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Yes, it would be. Let's enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening. Good. Sounds like my kind of princess. As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
Okay, I got it. This time, I just want to kill
As you
her.
descend the final
looks
step,
different.
the form of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement
Am I in a
wall.
different world every time?
Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us.
You're very true.
And you brought your little knife, too. Yes. I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
I hope you heard all of that, Mr. Narrator. This is a lot different than last time, but last time definitely happened. You look different, so you do remember me. I'm actually here to free you. I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but I think the two of us have a few things to unpack first, like how we're both still alive. I haven't decided what I'm doing yet. Slay the princess. I don't know what happened to you since the last time we met, but I am not fighting a giant demon lady. Bye. I really want to ask these questions, but I just want to see what happens when we just kill her.
Good. With a singular focus, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess.
There's no wrong decisions, guys, remember.
Here we
There's
go.
so much we can explore
Let's make
here.
this count. Oh, we'll make it count, all right. You can feel flesh give way before a sudden impact blunts your momentum, your weapon tightly lodged in the bone of her arm. She grins at you from behind her guard. Pull it out. We'll try a different angle. No, we can do this. Just keep pushing. We're not gonna win if our weapon's stuck in her arm.
Keep pushing, unlodge the blade, and attack her from a different angle. For this one, I'm gonna listen to Voice of the Stubborn. I really want to see. I have a feeling nothing is gonna happen and we're gonna die, but I'm really curious.
The princess's grin widens as the two of you push against each other, her fiery eyes and masochistic glee practically lighting up the dreary cave.
Yes, you get it, don't you?
Lie, I do, or just I do. What are you talking about? Silently continue pushing. Unlodge the blade. Continue pushing.
Yes, you're right. We don't even need to talk about it.
Your
What?
balance is suddenly thrown off as the princess pulls you into her knee. It collides with your ribs, and you
Yeah,
feel
and
them
I'm dead.
splinter, cracking like wet wood
I
from
know,
the impact.
but it's okay.
As she strikes you again, you hear the whine of straining metal, and then a snap.
It would appear that she's
Appear
loose.
that she's loose.
Okay,
We're
so-
fine.
The Voice of Stubborn
You
is...
barely have enough time to notice before the princess follows up and smashes her forehead against yours. Your grip loosens from the impact, the blade still wedged in her arm as you tumble to the cold stone floor. I said we're fine. I didn't say you weren't fine. I was just describing what happened. You might not have said as much, but you certainly implied it. It really doesn't matter. The princess glances down at the blade embedded in her arm, and with near total ignorance to pain, slides it out of its sinewy prison.
You forgot this.
She gave it back?
She tosses it at your feet.
I hope you heard all of that, Mr. Narrator. This is a lot different than last time, but last time definitely happened. Aren't you jumping the gun a little here? We each died once. That doesn't mean we're immortal. Were you being metaphorical when you said that nothing exists outside of us? There's more to the world than just this cabin. I saw trees and everything on my way here. Don't you want to be free, though? Isn't there more to life than waking up, chained in a basement, and fighting to the death in an endless loop? Actually, I think I'm done fighting you. I don't think this is healthy for either of us. Pick up the blade and attack her again. Let's tell him that it definitely happened.
Okay, fine. Let's say for a moment I believe you. For all we know, whatever happened to you last time was just a fluke, and beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember what happened last time. Are you okay? Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
Aren't you jumping the gun here? Okay, I thought something else over here. Alright, let's say... aren't you jumping the gun over here? Actually, let's say, don't you want to be free?
You're walking a thin line, hero.
Is there more to life? When you're not here, I feel empty and alone. When we're not fighting, I feel stuck. Like there's something important I'm supposed to be doing. Like I'm being shoved into a space where I don't fit.
Okay.
But when we fight each other, it's like this wave of feeling. Like everything I break in you and everything you break in me is important. Like we're really, truly communicating.
Life is suffering, and we will feel every inch of it, and we will persevere. Can't say I'm a fan of whatever weird bond those two have. Nor am I. It's dangerous. But maybe you can use it to your advantage.
Oh, I get it. So you're some kind of sort of psychosexual sadomasochist. That makes sense. There will always be another chance for each other to kill. Well, for us to kill each other. There's no getting through to you, is there? Fine. Say nothing. Okay, I get it now. Let's do this. Let's see. Let's Actually, let's just attack her again.
You and the princess attack each other once again, each of you dealing a single, terrible, lethal blow. Wait, does that mean we're...
Dead? Yes.
Dead. Or rather, about to be dead. As your blade pierces her sternum, the princess buries her fist into the soft meat of your organs. You feel a few horrifically painful pops, a gush of fluid, and... it's over. It's finally over. No, it's not. We're just getting started.
What do you mean
But
we're
it
just getting
is
started?
over. Dead is dead. I know this isn't the happiest ending for you, but you saved the entire world from ruin. There are few better endings than that. Well, are you going to listen to him? Or are you going to listen to me? Get
I'm gonna listen to him. Oh, I don't have a choice.
Wait, no, that can't be right. Your eyes bolt open and you push yourself back to your feet. Alive. Ha! I told you. I told you this wasn't over. What about her? The blade went right through her heart. What about her?
What?
If we're fine, then she's fine. No, she's dead. She has to be... No!
Oh my gosh.
We're all shit out of luck, aren't we? I knew it. I told you we should all believe in her. This is perfect.
The princess rises from the ground, staggering slightly, one hand wrapped around the hilt of the blade still buried in her heart.
We don't even need to start over anymore, do we? Let's go again.
What is going on here?
She pulls the weapon from her chest, barely wincing, and hurls it at your feet.
You know what to do. Again.
But she came back. What's the point of fighting her if she can just do that? All of you need to settle down. This whole situation is coming dangerously close to untethering. She clearly never actually died. You just missed her heart, that's all.
Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that?
We just missed her heart. Oh, of course, that's all. You were the one who said we hit her heart. You were the one who said it was finally over. Well, I guess I had it wrong.
Clearly.
You guess you had it wrong? Aren't you supposed to know everything? I never said I knew everything.
Close to untethering, what's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. It means nothing. I shouldn't have said that. But you did say it, so it means something.
Oh, stop bickering over nothing. Our destiny is right in front of us. Pick up the blade and go to her.
Okay, fine. That is what I meant by untethering. Do you hear him rambling on about destiny? He's lost the thread, and if you lose the thread, you won't be able to save the world.
Okay.
And what is that supposed to mean? I don't have to answer that, and I'm not going to answer that.
Why not?
Why the bloody hell not?
Exactly.
Because right now, there's still a razor-thin chance that you're able to get your act together. There are patterns of thought out there that beg to be finished, but once you finish them, that's it. They change everything. There's no going back, and if I say anything else, you're going to finish one of those thoughts. What?
He's just as confused. The princess can't die. The princess can't die. You mean like the princess can't die? Don't you? Well, it's too late for that. I think we've all thought of that one. I'm not going to say the princess can't die. I'm not even going to think it. Lie, the princess can die. Let's see.
Well, you did think it, didn't you? I tried, you know. I tried very hard to make this work. I don't like that resignation.
Are you sure?
Are you sure we can't just unthink it?
Clearly
Yes.
not.
Like I said, I'm afraid some thoughts can't be unthought. I'll be back in a moment. I'm going to pour myself a stiff drink. If I'm going to see the end of everything, I'd rather not be sober.
So I was right. Why are all of you so glum? This is perfect, isn't it? We get to experience greatness and battle and triumph forever.
Well, I think it was the stubborn one who said, your destiny awaits, right? No, hold on. There has to be another way. What if we just leave her down here? What if we run away? What if we convince her not to end the world?
How do you plan to do that?
Ending the world is her fundamental nature. It's not a decision she can flip on and off. It is her. And what exactly can't we leave her down here? Because all it would do is stall the inevitable.
Finally,
And what's wrong with
answering my
stalling?
questions.
Oh, there's plenty wrong with stalling. The end is still the end, and I'd rather face mine head on. Oh, you mopey ass. Why did you even ask us to slay her if it was going to end like this? Because it didn't have to end like this. If you don't mind, I'd rather not spend everyone's last moments arguing with you.
It's time.
Yes, I suppose it is. If we fight her forever, then maybe she can't end the world. Maybe everything can still work out. Guess we'll just have to see how things play out.
Don't you get it? You don't have to shuffle your feet. What comes next is going to last forever.
Join your adversary.
With an unbreakable determination, you snatch the blade from the floor and stumble back to your feet. Both you and the princess quake with adrenaline as your eyes lock across the basement floor and share a knowing look. Free from hesitation, you close the distance, both you and the princess aiming to end each other. Your blade digs into her neck, grinding against her vertebrae as her fist connects with your body. The impact forces the air from your lungs, stars dancing in front of your eyes as you fail to keep your bearing. You both collapse to the ground before either of you has a chance to survey the damage.
And then we get up.
Okay, so this is obviously a time loop.
Yes. And then you get up.
That was a good one. More.
You and the princess exchange dozens of devastating blows.
Oh my gosh,
Sometimes you manage to strike first, and sometimes she tears through you before you have a chance to act. But more often than not, each of you fells the other in the same moment. And then you get up and do it again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. We're all still here. This is all gonna be okay. Isn't it? Isn't it?
Isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it? No! But he doesn't answer the voice. He's gone.
What are you waiting for? I'm right here. Do you think this is... What is this place?
She doesn't even know.
Did we do this?
Huh. I didn't think we had it in us. But I guess that stuck-up control freak was right. It's far from it.
Ah, dang it. I missed it. It's the world ending. It's the end of everything. Okay. The princess stumbles and her body slumps.
I feel so... tired.
Chin up, isn't this what we wanted? Just hear me forever? Are you okay? We ended the world, didn't we? Everything is gone. We've been fighting for a long time. You should rest. Isn't this what we wanted? Oh. What? You do not have an opportunity to respond. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her stead.
She's gone.
Stead? Steed?
Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
There's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now? I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we'd even go about looking for her. The narrator is gone. I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
Who's in the mirror? I don't know where she went.
She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
It's like it's mocking us.
It
The
is.
narrator's gone.
Does that mean the world ended?
The world didn't end. We're still here. Come on. We just need to keep going.
Push the
I'm
mirror.
begging you, don't do this.
I don't have any other option. The mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
I'm scared. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Ew, my skin! Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. Ah! It's you! Ew! You're alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
What are you? The gift of a fragile vessel? Is this the end of the world? Let her out of there. Do you know the narrator? Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here? Do you know about the worlds beyond this place? Are you the princess? Do we know each other? What happens now? Attacked entity or destroy your body? What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Solitary lights. I don't know what I am. What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
The gift of the fragile vessel.
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one yearns to grow and struggle. Even now I feel a will pushing against mine, not realizing that we are one. She will make for a bold heart. Do not mourn her. We will provide her with the growth she fought for.
Okay. So it's like a lifelong lesson, kind of. Do you know about the worlds beyond this place? Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here? Do you know the narrator? Let her out of there. Is this the end of the world? Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Okay, so are you what sent me here to slay the princess?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Okay, are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Ah, okay. How many more pieces of you do I have to find? Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you? How much will I forget? What if I don't let you do this to me? I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
Okay. What if I don't let you?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
How much will I forget? I'm not going back.
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
Wait forever?
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage. You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Okay, guys, so I closed the game. Well, when I chose that option, it closed my game, and I reopened it, and then I got an achievement for waiting out forever, or attempting to wait out forever. And then she said, "You have returned to me, though you were gone mere moments. I've never left your side." So I'm ready to forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Oh, okay. Everything goes dark and you die. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the...
Okay. So I just got like a bunch of achievements. Yeah. This was a really interesting game. We're gonna get back to this probably. I'm probably gonna make another video for this week. But as of right now, I'm going to stop it here. So yes, I am Artemis. I'm shooting an arrow through your heart, and I am out of here. Don't forget to like the video and possibly sub if you like this game. Definitely keep tuned with this game. We're gonna do this a lot, okay? We're gonna try to get it all. Anyway, so yes, bye-bye.